Lionel Messi ended his wait for a first major international title as Argentina beat Brazil in the Copa America final in Rio's Maracana Stadium. Messi, 34, dropped to the ground in joy at the full-time whistle and was swiftly mobbed by his teammates, before being hurled in the air in celebration, as he finally claimed top-level honors with his country in his 10th major tournament. He also helped end Argentina's 28-year spell since they last won the competition and was named player of the tournament after his 4 goals in the competition. Angel Di Maria proved the match winner with his superb lob, after taking down Rodrigo de Paul's lofted pass. Messi had a chance to sign off the win but slipped with the goal at his mercy, in what would have been the perfect finale for the Argentine captain. Defending champions Brazil were disappointing, with their only chances of note coming when Richarlison and Gabriel Barbosa forced saves from Emi Martinez. In a contrast of emotions, Messi's opposite number 10 and former Barcelona teammate Neymar sank to his knees in tears at the final whistle, as his own personal pursuit of international success continues, having missed Brazil's 2019 Copa win through injury. The pair, who played together at the Nou Camp between 2013 and 2017 before the Brazilians moved to Paris Saint-Germain, embraced in a long-lasting hug while they waited for the trophy ceremony. The game was watched by a small crowd of 7,000 invited guests, because of COVID-19 restrictions, but was the first of the tournament to have spectators in attendance. The sparse home supporters made their voices heard, though, particularly every time Messi touched the ball, booing and jeering the forward. The tournament, delayed by a year because of the coronavirus pandemic and moved from initial co-hosts Colombia and Argentina, was switched to 2019 hosts Brazil in a last-minute decision which received criticism in light of a surge in coronavirus cases in the country. It was clear from the ecstatic Argentina celebrations at full-time, with Messi the focal point, that this squad's drive to triumph against their old rival was as much for their legendary forward as it was the nation. It has been 15 years since Messi first represented Argentina at a major tournament, and after 4 World Cups and 6 Copa America appearances, taking in 53 matches, he finally has the major international title he, and his country, has craved.
Despite being one of the most decorated and brilliant players of the modern era, and arguably all time, with 10 La Liga titles, 4 Champions Leagues and 6 Ballons d'Or, questions over his lack of impact on the international stage have hung over his legacy. And while many will say his greatness has been cemented, regardless of what he achieves with Argentina, this lengthy wait for a maiden senior trophy with his country will go a long way to silencing any doubters. Repeated failures with Argentina have been painful for the forward, who went as far as announcing his retirement after losing a second consecutive Copa America final in 2016. His third defeat in the final of the competition, and coming just 2 years after suffering a loss in the 2014 World Cup final. He was not explosive against Brazil, with few opportunities to get on the ball after Argentina showed defensive resolve once taking the lead in a niggly game disrupted by 41 fouls, but he carried the ball well, particularly in the latter stages, to help relieve pressure. Questions about his immediate future will now continue to be asked, with Messi now a free agent after his Barcelona contract ended 2 weeks ago, although Barca have stepped up their attempts to keep hold of their star man with negotiations continuing. There also remains the prospect of Messi going for what would likely be his last chance of winning the World Cup, something Argentina have not done since 1986 should he lead his country out in Qatar at the age of 35 in December 2022. News taken from BBC Sport, by Chris Osborne. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.